You wake up on a normal Thursday morning. You reach for your phone, 17 missed calls, 4 legal notices, and a bank alert telling you that your accounts have been frozen. Overnight, while you were sleeping, you became someone who owes $1 million. You try to buy coffee, your card is declined. This actually happens to real people, and what they do in the next 72 hours determines everything about what their life looks like for the next 10 years. There are 5 ways a person wakes up owing $1 million that they did not owe when they went to sleep. Understanding which one applies to you is the first step, because the response is different for each. The first is the personal guarantee. You signed a business loan maybe years ago, maybe last month, and buried in the agreement was language that made you personally responsible for the debt if the business could not pay. The business failed. The bank invoked the guarantee. Overnight, through no new action of your own, your personal accounts became the collateral for a debt you thought belonged to a company. The second is the investment margin call. You borrowed money to invest a common enough practice, and the investment dropped sharply overnight. The broker automatically liquidated your positions, and what remained after selling everything at the worst possible price was a debt larger than your initial investment. The third is the lawsuit judgment. A case you thought was minor, or that you didn't even know had been filed, went to judgment while you slept. A court decided you owed $1 million to a plaintiff. The judgment is legal, it is real, and until it is paid or negotiated, it sits against your name in public records. The fourth is identity theft at scale. Someone used your information to take out loans you know nothing about. The fraud happened while you slept. The accounts are in your name. Clearing it is possible, but it takes time, and in the meantime, the legal and financial system treats you as the debtor. The fifth is the cosign you forgot about. Years ago, you helped a family member or friend by co-signing their loan. They defaulted. You are now equally liable. The entire remaining balance lands on you, because that is what co-signing means in legal terms, and most people who co-sign do not fully understand this until it is too late. Whichever of these is your situation, the response starts the same way. You call a lawyer, before you call the bank, before you call family, before you do anything else. You call a lawyer and you tell them everything, and you listen to what they say before you make a single move. The first 72 hours after discovering you owe $1 million are the most important 72 hours in determining your outcome. This is not an exaggeration. The decisions made in this window, who you contact, what you sign, what you say, what you do not say, shape everything that follows. Do not panic sign anything. Creditors will often present documents in the first days that seem urgent and that they will pressure you to sign immediately. These documents almost always require legal review before signing. Signing under pressure waives rights you did not know you had. Do not hide. The instinct, powerful and understandable, is to stop answering the phone, stop checking email, stop engaging with the problem entirely. This instinct is the single most expensive thing a person in debt can act on. Creditors who cannot reach you escalate. Courts that receive no response issue default judgments. The debt grows while you hide from it. Engage early. Engage everything. Learn what is protected. In most jurisdictions, your primary home, up to certain equity levels, your retirement accounts, essential property, and tools of your trade are protected from creditors, even in bankruptcy. Knowing what cannot be touched changes the psychology of the situation. You are not losing everything, you are losing some things. That distinction matters enormously when you are trying to think clearly under pressure. Here is what most people do not know about owing $1 million. The creditor does not want to go through an expensive legal process to collect it. They want money. And the person who owes the money has more negotiating power than they realize, because a creditor who receives nothing from a bankruptcy proceeding has received less than a creditor who negotiated a settlement for 50 cents on the verst. Dollar. Debt settlement is real, legal, and common. Creditors regularly settle large debts for 40 to 60% of face value, when the alternative is a debtor filing for bankruptcy protection and the creditor receiving far less or nothing at all. The negotiation is uncomfortable. It requires professional help, but $1 million can become $500,000 through legitimate negotiation. Bankruptcy is not the end. It is a legal tool designed exactly for situations like this. Chapter 7 discharges most unsecured debts. Chapter 13 creates a structured repayment plan. Both have serious consequences for credit, for certain types of debt, for certain assets, but both also provide genuine protection and a genuine path forward. The stigma around bankruptcy is cultural. The legal reality is that millions of people have used it, survived it, and rebuilt successfully afterward. Recovery from $1 million in debt is not quick. It is not painless, but it follows a path that is traversable if you walk it consistently. Year 1. Stabilize. Understand the full picture. Make a plan. Begin the first payments or negotiation. Stop the bleeding. Year 2. Momentum. The debt is moving. Credit is beginning to show first signs of recovery. Income has been increased through additional work or strategic moves. The worst is behind you, even if the road is still long. Year 3 to 5. Acceleration. Negotiated settlements, reducing face value. Consistent payments, building history. Credit recovering measurably. The life that felt impossible in year 1 is becoming visible again. And somewhere in that process, at a moment you will not anticipate, you will realize something that changes the entire experience. The debt taught you things about money, about yourself, about who was actually around you when you needed people, that nothing comfortable could have taught. The worst Thursday morning of your life became the most financially educated morning of your life. The coffee that was declined on that Thursday morning costs $3.25. At the time, being unable to buy it felt like the end of something. It was not the end. It was a Thursday morning. An unusually terrible one, but a Thursday morning nonetheless. And Thursday mornings are followed by Friday mornings. And eventually by mornings where the coffee goes through and the accounts are clear, and the legal notices have stopped coming, and what happened to you has become a story you tell rather than a weight you carry. Do you know your full financial picture right now? Every guarantee you have signed, every debt you carry, every account that could be frozen if something went wrong tonight. If the answer is no, that is where you start. Tonight, before the Thursday morning that you did not see coming.